Hey guys, this is Jeannine with JCC Greater Boston. I'm one of the trainers there, and I'm going to talk today about how we can do a nice lower body stretch with a towel at home, but actually I'm going to offer this slightly weirder solution, and I have both a towel here, but I have my favorite thing to use, pajama bottoms. Now, these are my pajama bottoms, but you can use your husband's pajama bottoms, your own pajama bottoms, whatever pajama bottoms you've got. And let me tell you the reason why I like them. So, for a couple of things, the towel here is great, and it does work really well in a pinch, and if that's all you've got, then you have really no problem. But when I hold the towel end to end, even if it's long corner to corner, it's not quite as long as I get with the long pajama bottoms. Now, the other thing is when I go to put the ends in one hand, that's a lot of fabric, which is fine, but after a while I find that like my grip strength is just like, oh, come on, do I really want to hold all of this in my hand? Whereas the pajama bottoms are a little bit thinner, and there's a little bit more fabric involved because this is how we're going to do it. So I have my long pajama bottoms. They can be stretchy or not stretchy. They can be leggings. They can be whatever you want. The cool thing is you have the long legs and you have the top of them, right? The crotch, and that is awesome for supporting the foot. So I'm going to take my pajama bottoms and I'm going to put my foot right in the or in the crotch, right in the middle here, just like that. And see, that's very comfortable. And I got each leg in one hand, so I'm going to lie back. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do hamstrings. So first I'm going to pose this. You can have this leg bent or you can straighten it. If it makes it a little bit more intense when you straighten it for you and it's not comfortable, then of course bend it back, no problem, whatever is best. So you can go either way on that. I have one leg in each hand, and I can actually eke my hands a little further up the legs, and I'm really just letting my leg completely relax in the sling of the pants. So I am just holding here, getting a little further. Every now and again I'm just going to rock it back and forth, coax it into relaxing a little bit more. Excellent. Now I've gotten pretty much where I think I need to stay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this a little bit more intense. I'm going to externally rotate at that hip, so the whole leg, so the foot's going like this to that. All right, guys, so I'm here, and now I'm externally rotating from the hip. Everything, the hip, knee, and toe are now all angling out, and I'm going to hold that and see if I can get a little further into that stretch. Holding there, it's kind of intense. You feel it going up a couple of places in the back of the leg. Nice. Holding. You can use both hands if you need to, whatever's comfortable. And now I'm going to let that leg open out to the side and get inner thigh. Nice. Again, relaxing into that stretch. Everything is supported. It's nice. You can use two hands if you want. Really letting that inner thigh release. Beautiful. Now bringing it back up to the center, I'm going to take it with both hands a little higher up, and I'm going to slowly let that leg cross the midline. And this can be intense, guys. I'm going to go easy. First, it's going to just hang right there. This will be all individual. Don't go too far too fast. You want to ease off. You don't want it to seem completely impossible. You want to just eke there nice and slow, relaxing a little further. Beautiful. Getting that outer thigh. And back up over to the center here. Now I'm going to take that same leg and I'm going to cross it over into glute stretch. Now here we don't really need it, but just let them hang. And we're going to lace our fingers behind that back leg. Now, another way to use the towel or the pants or whatever you've chosen to use is if you have a tough time getting your hands around that bottom leg to bring in, you can always do it with the pants or the towel, right? So I cross that leg and then I use my hands to just pull everything in. All right, so that's another way that you can utilize the pants. I'll get them out of the way to finish this part. So I got my hands laced behind. Now, we talked about this before in other videos, but I wanted to mention when you're in this stretch, the bottom leg, you want that hip, knee, and ankle in line with each other so that the stretch is here. It's very easy to let that crossed leg go to the middle. You will lose the stretch. So you want to keep that in line. And if you're ever in doubt, just rock a little bit side to side and you'll feel where that stretch lives. And you just hang there. All right? Beautiful. Excellent. Now, let's take this same leg and put it back in the sling. Call it the sling from now on. Now this leg can go down, it can be straight, it can be bent, whatever you like. And I'm going to go into more of a calf stretch. So I'm going to go further up the foot and pull that toe towards the shin. Getting a little stretch in the calf. Nice. Now, I have this foot. This is where it's going to get a little tricky, but it's really cool. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. You got two. I'm going to put them all in the same hand as the leg that's all tied up. All right? I'm going to roll to my side, and I'm going to bring it behind me. And now it's pulling, right? And my toes are pointed, plantar flexion, like a ballerina point. And I'm getting now a stretch in my tricep, down my side, as well as quad. And because the toe is pointed the way it is, that stretch is also going down the front of my shin, which feels really nice. So when you've taken a couple of nice deep breaths here, you can rotate back around. And now, fancy dancy way to switch sides. You all probably know this secret already. You're gonna stick the foot in first and then take the other foot out. Now you don't have to go through any crazy rigmarole. So now we're gonna start over. Let's do some basic hamstring. So I'm just gonna coax the leg. Knowing that it is safe and secure and comfortable, hanging out in those pants or in that towel really helps. Get a little bit further. That's awesome. Now we're going to externally rotate again from the hip. So when I do this, hip, knee, and toe point out, right? So I'm going to hold that position and continue to work through that hamstring stretch. A little bit more intense there with the external rotation I've added in. Holding. Beautiful. And look, the ball has come to pay me a visit. Hi, ball. How you doing? Ball's happy. We're going to do inner thigh. So lift that leg open. And again, this other leg, the knee can be bent, the leg can be straight, whatever you prefer. You can change it throughout, whatever's comfortable. Nice, hanging in that inner thigh stretch. Really releasing into it, feels very nice. Leg comes back up to the top. Two hands are going to take it, and now I am going to extend the other leg because I'm going to be crossing the midline here. Slowly, slowly. Oh, that can be so intense. Ooh. Yep. A little bit further, breathe. Nice. A little further, really feeling it go into the outer thigh here. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cross for glute stretch. And again, I'll untie here because we really don't need it for this part unless you want to use it to help keep the lower leg in. So I'm gonna lace my fingers and I'm gonna do that side to side rock. Okay, ball, you're cramping my sunlight here. It's nice out. That's better. If that ball comes back, it's gonna freak me out. All right, so I'm rocking side to side. I think I'm okay. That would be awesome. All right, and now for this one, I have to settle to this side because that bottom leg, hip, knee, and ankle are in line for me to get the stretch on this side. Nice. Taking my pajama bottoms again, my lucky pajama bottoms. I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna tie it up a little bit further towards the ball of the foot so I can go into calf stretch. And again, I'm not going for hamstring stretch with this. I really do just want to deal with the calf. So you could do this sitting up. No reason not to. Or lying down. Nice. Excellent. Now here's that tricky one. So I'm going to put my foot right in the middle like that. And I got both legs in one hand. This is where the towel gets a little thick and harder to handle. So I'm going to come here so you can see I'm going to roll onto my side and then see how that toe is now bent. And then I'll come across here. You can see going up to the tricep, down the side, into the quad and hip flexor. And then of course I'm also getting, because of that bottom, that toe is pointed, I'm also getting a little bit in that anterior tib and top of the foot. Couple of deep breaths. Nice. And then coming out of it, and lots of rocket up. So, you can also do the hamstrings a little differently. You could always take and keep your feet about hip width apart. And now I'm sitting tall, right? And I'm gonna reach forward with my hands to get a nice stretch that way. Excellent. Inner thigh. You could also use them to sort of coax those legs a little further in while you sit up nice and tall. Different way to do the inner thighs. And that's great. Magic pants. Gotta love it. So guys, like I said, you can use your towel, you can use your pants. If you have a yoga strap, you're ahead of the game, you can use something like that. You can use a band as well. If you're gonna use a band, can I please just say this? I'm looking for something I can do to show you what I'm talking about. So if you have a tube band with handles and you just think, oh, I'm just gonna put it and wrap it around and go like that and stretch, and the tube is just sitting here either on your shoe or on your foot. I have heard too many times about how that darn band slipped out and smacked me in the face. So if you are going to use a band like this because you have the equipment at home, what I suggest is if this is the band, you take the foot and you wrap it around twice so it comes more like that, right? So it's more like that. So it wraps around twice, that way it really holds securely and snugly, and it won't give you any embarrassing moments. So that's pretty cool, and no bruises or weird things that you have to explain. Anyway, that is my video for stretching the lower body with a towel or pajama bottoms. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I miss seeing all your faces all the time. Be well. I hope everyone's staying home and safe, and I will hopefully see you all very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.